What is going on, guys? It's Chu here, bringing you another review on One Punch Man. Now, this episode, I gotta say, was interesting to watch. Uh, Again, grade-wise in the dumps, but I enjoyed it more so towards the end. I really liked seeing uh, Dom S. I believe that's how it is, her name. Just because she was a character that I thought was kind of interesting, but I have a complaint, and we'll see if it happens truly, or is this the end? And you'll see what I mean when we get to it. But without further ado, guys, let's get to it. So we start off with Zombieman. We see that he made contact with Child Emperor, and that was kind of cool. I think that on both sides it was nice because Zombieman, he's not considered human for some people, and for others, he is like, why are you siding with the humans? It's never easy on his position, but he's actually kind of a cool character, and he actually goes up against this vampire guy who I think was poorly designed. I'm not a fan of the way he looks, but he's not even liked by the other monsters, but he's strong. He actually tries to have Zombie Man's blood, and he tastes it, and it was disgusting. But this doesn't stop Zombie Man. In fact, it's just like, it's whatever. But we have him going against each other. Obviously, a vampire can't really die that easily. And with Zombie Man, well, he's immortal. So you kind of have a fair fight. I also like the fact that other monsters were taken out of the way as well. So that was kind of fun to see, seeing how, Zombie Man is able to kind of hold his own. And it isn't until the very end that he's able to get the win. So I do like it. Seeing him have, a moment to showcase his abilities was definitely needed. I think I would hope we would see more of him. I think we will. We'll see. But we then focus on the other three students that Atomic Samurai has. And I'll be honest, I don't care to memorize their names because they to me are like, they're just NPCs in my opinion. But these guys, they go up against this other dude who has good long hair, and one of them is getting the hots for them. And I'm just like, really? Like, we gotta go this direction? Like, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't want that. And luckily, we don't see a ton of it throughout this fight. In fact, they kind of go quickly with this scene. And then we also get to see the fight that, to me, was much more interesting. And that is the fact that they come across Dom S, which, as you guys probably remember, she actually was the one that fought against Fubuki in season 2. And unfortunately, Fubuki got beat. And so now we had her, with the other fallen guys that she has control over, and fights these guys. And they make pretty good work of them pretty quickly, kind of beat them. However, an unexpected member of the heroes show up saying, let me take care of this. I want to be the one to fight. And surprisingly, we have Amai Mask make his appearance. Now, I wonder where he had been, but I like that he's shown up. And this is where I have a problem with. We see that he ends up fighting her, and it looks like the fight is going to be somewhat more drawn out. In fact, she actually looks like she's a fan of him. She actually wants to be able to control him, have him become one of her slaves. But it looks like it's off-screen death for her. Now, I had to look in a little bit, and this is where I have a bit of an issue with. She's supposed to have a rematch with Fubuki. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen. Hopefully it does. But it looks like Amai Mask took care of her in this fight. Now, in the manga, he beats her, yes, and he shows his true form. And that's something that I was hoping that they weren't going to touch on. Then again, I don't know that they did that. I've heard sources say that apparently she's been killed already, that this was it, and that they've changed it. I really hope that's not the case, because she's a character again that I like. I like the character design, and it would be really cool to get to see another rematch with Fubuki, especially but and then to obviously see Amai Mask's other form. That would be another thing. But that's just my gripe, my little complaint. I don't know if that's what they're going to do for the next episode, or if she got beat and then the fight goes on. I don't know. But I definitely want to see more of that. Hopefully we get to see her in the next episode. But that's just it for me, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, leave a like, comment below your thoughts. And as always, stay safe, take care of yourselves and others. And I'll catch you all later.